Oh, hey, welcome to the loose. I always start these by like breathing. Welcome to your 28 and 29 Woody Woo of May. Who wants to play? Do you? That's weird. I'm gonna shuffle off camera and I'll be back with your card. Okay. Shoot your shot. Yikes. That could have been really bad. We have the Six of Wands. I feel like it's like being in the process of shooting your shot. That's what came to mind anyway. Some people make fun of people who read reversals, just some people. And they'll say, oh, I don't, tarot is 38, 78, like, meanings, and that's enough. I don't need more. I can intuit without it being da-da-da. And what happens if you read reversals? Now you have to, like, read it in, like, the various positions and this and that. And I'm like, yes. My intuition works. Oh, my stuff works like that. So for me, what I see here is someone climbing a mountain, for sure, right? In the upright, this is someone climbing a mountain. And they're so close. And we've been getting quite a couple of mountains this later half of the year, as far as my memory serves. We've been getting Wide Open, we've been getting Rescue, we've been getting even the Dragon Slayer, that had a mountain motif, and the Tower. But what I like about this, and this position, is it feels like it's ongoing. The song I'm playing in my head is from Hamilton. I'm not gonna miss my shot, or something. I'm not gonna get my shot. Like, what is that song? I don't know. I never actually saw it. I know Hamilton from my friend incessantly playing it whenever we're together. Driving around. But this to me is something ongoing. It's also something about like going back a little bit. I don't know. It's weird. But it's the main thing that I want to say about this is that the position, that it's just sideways, which to me tells me it's ongoing, but it also tells me that it's doable. The top of the mountain isn't actually the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain is more so progression. Because when you reach the top of a mountain, like, you've reached the top of the mountain, there is a destination. But in life sometimes there isn't always a set destination. My mom says there's no there when you get there. Which is so true. Sometimes you really think, oh, once this happens, it's going to XYZ, and then this happens, and you're like, okay, well, it can sometimes seem like the world doesn't care, and I mean that in, like, the best way possible, in that, like, the world doesn't care whether you succeed, the world doesn't care whether you don't succeed, the world is still there for you. It's still, the birds will still chirp, the sun will still rise, the grass will still grow, the trees will still, provide shade. Whether things are going well or not in your life, like, the world will move on. There's no there when you get there. It's not like the sun will shine brighter. It can, in that, the song in my head playing now is the Beatles song, Till There Was You. There were birds on a hill, and I only heard them. No, there were bells on a hill, and I only heard them ringing, and I only da 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 till there was you, and there was music, and da 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 da. Oh, I love that song. Gosh, Paul did well. So sometimes, yeah, like when you do feel this elation, your senses are so heightened that you're so in tune with the natural sort of vibration of life in the world that you feel it even more when you're just that much happier. I remember there was a day I gave blood. And I don't know, for me, I have a thing about like bloodletting. I don't know what it is. It's like really weird. But they took my blood for some medical purposes or something. And I think it was the first time I had taken blood out or consciously taken blood out. And I just felt like lighter. I was like, whoa, they've taken the bad blood out. My body's going to create new blood and it's going to be good blood. And then it just felt like I was walking straighter. People were smiling at me in the streets. The world just seemed such a happy, beautiful place. And I'm like, what is this? So sometimes I do feel that. I digress. But yeah, otherwise the world is typically the same. It's our perception, and it's more so us that see it differently and are able to access its different sort of points. There's no there when you get there. The mountains that we climb in our life, the challenges that we have, are not this sort of. There's these motifs of it's an uphill battle that shows that it's arduous. You know, when you are climbing a mountain and you are going up, there's several things kind of working against you. The atmosphere itself, breathing gets a little bit difficult. You're fighting against the gravity. You're lifting yourself up, so you have to lift sort of your body weight and climb, you know. But here it's sort of saying to me that there's progression and that there's, I don't want to say linear progression, but that's like the thing in my mind. But I know by linear it means like flat, like a line, horizontal, not vertical. Yeah. And if there is a sense of the past here, if there is something, like if there is a dip into the past or a reflection into the past or some sort of memory into the past, I want to say it's okay. I want to say that there is almost a conqueration of that if you look close enough. That what you're thinking or where you're going isn't where you used to, but isn't even, it's not even that, it's something different. It's a different flavor. It's, my word association in my mind is just ridiculous. That's a different flavor. I thought of a lollipop, and I thought about Lil Wayne's lick, 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 lick you like a lollipop. Lil Wayne's song, Lollipop. It doesn't relate to this. It's vertical, it's horizontal. It's almost like, I suppose, like game checkpoints. You know, every step on a treadmill is getting you closer and closer to your goal. So even if, thanks, even 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 if I'm sorry. It's just such a silly example. Oh God. Even if the treadmill itself is the same band. So when you're stepping on a treadmill, it's vertical. It may be at an incline, but it's not entirely a mountain. You're still sort of on this ish vertical, sort of horizontal-ish plane. You're going over the same band. It's not like you're actually going on a new band each time. You're going over the same old band. So if, let's say, the band had white paint on it, like, you're gonna see that white paint over and over and over again. My point, if today, towards the end of the month, if there's something that sort of comes around for you, notice that you are progressed on it. You have progressed on it. You are winning. Hashtag winning. Over it. Okay? And that some things aren't always an uphill battle where you reach a point and it's over and done with and, woo, that was a ride. No. Sometimes they are, right? But at the same time, it's, oh, I see it. It's more of a vertical, God damn it. It's more of a horizontal climb. And I'm going to explain that too because something else just came in and that makes so much sense. It's more of a horizontal climb where it feels like you're on the same plane, that you're not really going anywhere, but you actually are. You are moving. Just like a treadmill. Every step you take, you are, accelerating your heart rate. Adding in more steps, etc., etc., etc. I'm in the mountains right now. Like, I'm in a place with a lot of mountains. And when we're driving, it still feels like when you're in a car and you look up and you see that the path you're about to go on is steep. When you're on the steep path, it doesn't always feel like you're on a steep path. Have you noticed that? It doesn't always, unless it's like super fucking steep, but it doesn't really feel like you're on an incline. When you're in the car, it still looks kind of flat. And that's what this is. We got there. Whoa, we got there. We got there. Woo. So even though I suppose you are climbing a mountain, so to speak, you are going through the challenges and you are feeling the pressure, the gravity, the this and that, it may seem like things are getting worse sometimes. Things aren't improving. But they actually are, okay? It just is looking vertical. And even in that verticalness, there is some incline, there is some surpassing of a point. It's just the when you get there doesn't always seem that high until you see where you're coming from where you are. When you look back and then you go, whoa, we were pretty high up there. So my friend and I, we kind of went off-roading. And we were climbing this mountain in the car. And even just driving up here, you could tell from the ears popping and the car decelerating when I took the gas off the brake, when I took my foot off the gas, that we were going up, but it didn't look like we were. So I just want to say, if any of this has made sense and you're still listening to this jibber jabber, you are moving, and the beautiful thing is you're moving towards victory. You're moving towards the pinnacle. You're moving towards the point. And that's awesome. That's really nice. I'm proud of you. Good job. You're doing well. You picked yourself up, man. And the sun is about to rise. Aren't we in fucking Gemini season? Are we? No. You made it. You're almost there. Jeez. Alright. Keep your light on. Good luck.